Hello and welcome to Tribune Sports Live, the Drive to the Championship, brought to you by Serra Toyota and Serra Mazda. Scott Buttram along with Zach Steele here. And Scott, Pinson Valley is headed to their first state championship.
The drive to the championship has arrived. And you're right, it's the first one for Pinson Valley. Great for that community, great for that school, those players, that staff. We're headed to Tuscaloosa this week.
Well, when we come back, we're going to get into that ball game, the semifinal game against Clay Chalkville. A bit of a surprising score as they dominate the Cougars 37-7. We'll be back in just a moment.
At Serra, it's about making your car experience easier, faster, better. Now with Serra's Trade Express, trade or sell your vehicle in only 5 minutes. And because your trade is in such demand, we'll give you top dollar for it. No lines, no hassle. And don't forget, with Serra Signature, you'll get our lowest price and payment up front with no haggling, a lifetime warranty, and of course, guaranteed customer satisfaction. All this in 29 minutes or less at Serra Mazda.
Trussville Vision Care is now proud to offer sports vision training for athletes. This sports-specific training improves hand-eye coordination and reaction time. As a former college athlete, Dr. Steele knows how important perfect vision is to succeed on the athletic field. For athletes, 20/20 vision is not enough. Trussville Vision Care.
Wiggins Insurance is Birmingham's home for low-cost auto insurance. Their mission is to provide the best service in the industry by shopping multiple carriers at once for you. David and his team will help you understand the process, and they'll be there to answer questions. At Alabama Orthopedic Spine and Sports, we partner with you to create a comprehensive treatment plan and, if needed, the most advanced surgical options available. Alabama Orthopedic Spine and Sport, like having a doctor in the family.
All right, welcome back. And Scott, a dominating defensive performance for Pinson Valley Friday night.
Right, it was, and Pinson Valley kind of followed their MO of late. What didn't follow of late was the way Clay played. We've got some footage from Coach Gilmer. Maybe we should go and let Coach Gilmer talk about the Clay Cougars, and then we can come back and talk about it.
All right, let's see what Coach Gilmer had to say about this one.
Feel like you guys gave your best game tonight, or?
No. I mean,
Pinson has something to do with it.
No, right. Pinson's a great football team, and they play really good, and Coach Nancy does a great job with them, and best of luck to them next week. And but we just didn't play well. We just didn't execute. We didn't block, and we didn't execute offensively. Too many 3-and-outs. Put our defense on the field too many plays. Just can't do that against a good offense like Pinson. We made too many mistakes as a whole. Offensively, getting behind the chains again, 3-and-outs. Defensively, they're late with some missed assignments, picking up the back out of the backfield on some little throws, not fitting properly. And then in the kicking game, too many mistakes there in the kicking game that just gave them too good a field position. With a good team like Pinson, you got to execute in all 3 phases. If not, they're going to find a way to hurt you. We did. We missed Curtis, but we just weren't able to move them up front and get the running game going. So we're trying to spread them out and kind of, throw little hitches, little outs, that kind of stuff to kind of just move the chains.
And maybe it's too early to look back and assess what you've done, but this has been a really, really special season for Clay, even though it's not where you want to be next week.
No. We're not satisfied with it, but it's been a good year. The kids have done an amazing job, and super, super proud of them. And we're proud of them because of the kind of people that they are. Not because of wins and losses. That's just a bonus.
And Scott, he's right. Special teams killed the Cougars in this one, and they just couldn't get anything going offensively.
It was a very uncharacteristic game for Clay Chalkwell. They were missing a running back. Obviously, that hurt them a little bit.
Curtis Blakely couldn't play.
That's right. They didn't have that 1-2 punch. But all in all, they just looked out of sync all night. The defense held up well in the first half, but in the second half, they really had trouble controlling the Pinson offense. Pinson's offense getting on track in the second half has been something we've seen a lot of them lately, and that's exactly what happened. In fact, the Clay offense never really got going. They scored on a gimmick play, but they just didn't have that grinded out defense running or offense running game that they're accustomed to.
And Coach Gilmer mentioned playing well in all three phases, and they didn't play well in two phases tonight, and special teams just killed them. Dylan Henderson, Ryan Morris for Pinson Valley had big returns, one kickoff return to open the game, and then another long punt return to set up another touchdown, and that really did the Cougars in.
It really did. Pinson Valley probably makes halftime adjustments as well as anything we've seen this year, and better than most teams that we've seen in a long, long time. Whatever they do at halftime, whatever Coach Nix is telling these guys, they are taking it to the field, it's translating into their play, and they're getting big results in the second half.
All right, when we come back, we're going to talk a little bit more about this one.
Paul Davis Emergency Services of Northeast Birmingham helps by providing needed cleanup and restoration services. Through the appropriate tools and processes, we avoid wasting valuable time to get your property to its previous state as quickly as we possibly can.
Jefferson Title and Closing is committed to providing superior service in the field of closing services, title search, and title insurance. We are proud to join the Trussville community and would like to say thank you for the warm welcome. Added Storage is the newest state-of-the-art storage facility for the Trussville area. The first month is free, no contracts, easy move-ins, 24-hour access, and state-of-the-art security. Added Storage is guaranteed to match or beat any price in the Trussville area.
Hi, I'm Josh Vernon from the Josh Vernon Group at Brick Realty in Trussville. Let us know if we can help you buy or sell a home.
All right, welcome back. And Scott, Bo Nix had another typical Bo Nix performance. He's one of the best quarterbacks in the state of Alabama as a junior.
He is. And you know, one of the things we don't talk enough about Bo, we talk about his playing a lot in his statistics and these things, but his leadership on the field, his communication with other players, holding them to a high standard. We saw a lot of that on Friday night. He took it upon himself to get his teammates rocking and moving forward. He's done a fantastic job. It's going to be interesting to hear what Coach Nix has to say about that game.
Well, let's hear what Coach Nix has to say after the ball game Friday night.
That's fair. It's a win. It wasn't always pretty. Defense played incredible. We played really good on special teams. Offense, against a defense like that, I mean, you're not going to have a beautiful night all the time, but we found a way to get 37 points and do the things that we had to do to win the game. And very proud of the kids, very proud of their effort, very proud of the way they played. I think we just continued to do what we were doing, and defense set us up in a couple of good. We got a great punt return that set us up, and once we got ahead, we were able to really run the football. And so I think that it wasn't just the offense getting it going, as the defense and special teams setting us up with some good opportunities, to be able to start pulling away. Once we started pulling away, it snowballed on a little bit.
Can you put in perspective what you accomplished? It's the first time in 48 years this school has been to where you guys have taken it.
We haven't accomplished anything yet. This is not our goal is not to win 14. Our goal is to win 15. And that's what we're there now. We've made it to where our goal was. Now it's time to finish. And very excited. Very thankful.
Clay's running game has been pretty effective all year. What did you do tonight to stop them up? I mean, you took them away from them.
That's the bottom line. We tackled them. Our defensive line is really good. Sure. They find a way to get in the backfield and disrupt things, and our linebackers, safeties do a great job of making tackles. And that's what they did tonight. They just continued to get in the backfield, disrupt, and make tackles.
What do you know about Wetumpka? You looking ahead to Wetumpka yet?
It's the first time I knew even who we were playing. So we're playing Wetumpka. So I guess now I know. It's going to be Wetumpka. That's all I know about it.
Best of luck. We'll see you next week.
Thank you.
All right, and Scott, he really gave a lot of credit to his defense.
He really did, and he should. They played outstanding. They completely shut Clay down. That was one of the things that caught me off guard a little bit. Pinson's defense did not play well last week, and we didn't know what was going to happen this week. But man, they came out loaded for bear, or I guess I should say loaded for Cougar, because they gave up nothing. A couple of 3 explosive plays in the first half, but not enough for Clay to get anything going offensively, and in the second half, they pretty much shut that down.
I mean, Clay had opportunities in this game. They had a stop at the beginning of the third quarter. They had a 4th down stop and got the ball right at midfield and immediately went 3 and out. So it was just dominating defense and a lot of confidence in that defense by Coach Nix because, you know, tight game in the semifinals of the playoffs, he rolls the dice and goes for it on 4th down, knowing that he's got that defense to pick up the slack.
After last week, the one thing Pinson needed to get back on track this week was their defense. They've actually been playing very good defense. But the week before last, they got in a shootout and the defense kind of got left on the sideline. So getting that defense back in the groove against Clay, headed into the championship game was important. Pinson's right back where they were, hitting on all cylinders.
All right, when we come back, we're going to talk about Pinson's playoff opponent, the Wetumpka Indians.
Murdoch Tire, home of the $27.99 oil changes that includes free tire rotation. Also specializing in brake service, alignments, and new tire sales. College Prep U provides families with an expert admissions guide throughout the college search, admissions, and financial aid process. Our dedicated experts help high school students identify their college goals and reach those goals. Lighting Concepts would like to thank the community for supporting their Black Star event where they gave away more than $20,000 in lighting fixtures and ceiling fans. Visit their showroom where you'll discover thousands of items featuring name brand designs and guaranteed to be helped with a friendly smile and great service. RE/MAX Trustful is owned by Alan and Nancy Drinkard with more than 30 years of combined experience. The staff are experienced, knowledgeable, and dedicated to meeting your needs. When you choose a RE/MAX sales associate to help you buy or sell, you'll experience a whole new level of service.
All right, welcome back. And Scott, the opponent for Friday is another team that has never played in a state championship before, the Wetumpka Indians, in their first one, and they have an offensive machine down in Wetumpka.
They do, and they've had a great season. Only one loss all year to Opelika. And Opelika's been really good over the last few years, but this was an uncharacteristically average Opelika team that beat them. Don't know a lot of details, but we'll be looking into that more before the game.
Well, Opelika was supposed to beat Hillcrest of Tuscaloosa. I think everyone was anticipating this rematch between Opelika and Wetumpka, and it just didn't happen. Maybe they caught Opelika looking ahead. Opelika had a long winning streak, you know, from about the middle of the season into the 4th round of the playoffs, and they just couldn't make it happen. Wetumpka has a high-powered offense. They're led by a quarterback named J.D. Martin. He had 200 yards rushing and 100 yards passing against Hillcrest Friday night.
Well, they're going to come out and throw everything they've got at Pinson. At this point, I mean, this is a championship game. You've got nothing to lose. So they're going to throw everything but the kitchen sink out there. That's why I was really happy to see the Pinson defense kind of get back into their own against Clay Chalkville headed into this championship game. Well,
you know, Pinson's defense struggled in the 3rd round game against Decatur Austin with Asa Martin, that big-time running back that's headed to Auburn. They've got another big-time running back they're going to have to deal with, and listen to this name. Kavosi Smoke. That's a good name.
It's a great name.
He is a load, too. He's a big fella. He carries the ball. He had 160 yards rushing in that semifinal game. So they've got their work cut out for them again against the run.
They really do, and the defense is going to have to be very focused again. Listen, they can run the ball at Wetumpka. They're not going to run the ball any better than Austin did. So Pinson Valley's got to understand they've hung in a game like that before, but they really don't want to get in another shootout in the championship game. They want to look more like they did against Clay Chalkville.
Well, and speaking of shootouts, the defense for Wetumpka may be their question mark. They've given up a lot of points this year. They're opportunistic. They create turnovers, but they do give up a lot of yards, a lot of points.
That's going to be a problem for Wetumpka because Pinson Valley will eat you alive if you can't stop them. And listen, who stopped them?
Nobody.
All year long.
And they don't turn the ball over.
No,
Dix has thrown 1 interception this year.
He's thrown 1 interception. They don't put the ball on the ground. Pinson Valley is primed for where they need to be to close this deal.
All right, when we come back, we're going to have predictions for you for the 6A state championship. We'll be back in just a moment.
At Sarah, it's about making your car experience easier, faster, better. Now with Sarah's Trade Express, trade or sell your vehicle in only 5 minutes. And because your trade is in such demand, we'll give you top dollar for it. No lines, no hassle. And don't forget, with Sarah Signature, you'll get our lowest price and payment up front with no haggling, a lifetime warranty, and of course, guaranteed customer satisfaction. All this in 29 minutes or less. at Sarah Mazda.
Trustful Vision Care is now proud to offer sports vision training for athletes. This sports-specific training improves hand-eye coordination and reaction time. As a former college athlete, Dr. Steele knows how important perfect vision is to succeed on the athletic field. For athletes, 20/20 vision is not enough. Trustful Vision Care.
All right, welcome back, and it's prediction time. Scott, the 6A finals, two teams that have never been there before.
Yeah.
So before we make a prediction, how do nerves play into this? What's the first 5-10 minutes of this ball game going to be like?
Well, it's all equal because neither team has been here before. So there's no advantage there. You got two sets of Indians headed down there. You know, we're definitely supporting the local tribe. It's been the team we've watched all year. I've said more than once this year, until somebody beats Pinson, I'm sticking with Pinson. I think for a lot of reasons, Pinson has an advantage in this game. The fact that they're both there for the first time, again, that's kind of a trade-off. But Pinson, in the games they have had against Clay Chalkville, these have been huge games from an emotional standpoint. The first one was just a rock'em sock'em down to the wire that Pinson pulled out and won at the end. Pinson also was really tested when they had to go to Austin and then win or get the game tied up, then go into overtime, go for two and win. Those are big tests as you head into a championship game.
Well, let's not forget back in the middle of the season, you know, they've got their quarterback out, Nix is out,
right,
and they have to go to overtime to beat Shades Valley. All those are character-building ball games. So.
They are, and I think they are well prepared for the championship game. I think they're going to have that advantage going into the championship game against Wetumpka.
Wetumpka's played one close game this year, and that was against Opelika.
Yeah.
They lost that game 20-19. All right, give me a score.
I'm going with our hometown Indians. I'm going with Pinson 48-36 over Wetumpka.
I like Pinson in this one too. I like the 48. I don't think Wetumpka gets to 36. I like them 46-28. I think Pinson's offense is just too much. I think that Wetumpka's going to get some points. I think they're going to hit a couple of big plays and get some points, and it'll be interesting for a while. I just don't see them being able to hang with this offense.
I don't either. I think that Pinson Valley is primed. I think Coach Nix has this team geared for this championship game. And one of the things he mentioned in the interview, he didn't even know who they were playing. He was so focused on the game in front of them, he had no idea who was going to be in the championship matchup.
Well, that says something about him and his
now.
preparation. He knows now for sure.
Now.
Hey, we're going to be there Friday night. Well, Scott and I will be doing some live feeds from the game at breaks and telling you a little bit about what's going on. Right. Good luck to Pinson Valley. We hope you bring it home. For Scott Buttram, I'm Zach Steele. So long, everybody.